Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Now for the next few videos we are taking a short break away from sugar flowers and we're going to move on to some yummy recipes. To start off with, we're going to make my royal icing recipe, and for this you'll need 2 large egg whites and 330 grams of icing sugar, sifted icing sugar. But because I'll be doing 2 recipes, I've doubled the ingredients, so I've done 4 large egg whites and 660 grams of icing sugar. This is going to be one long video, and then I will break it down into little sections, so you're not having to watch the whole 1 hour video or the whole 2 hour video, however long it turns out to be, and you can watch it in short little bits. So if you notice I'm wearing the same outfit in the next 2-3 videos, then that's why. It's going to be shot in one go and then I'm going to break it down. So to start off with, we're going to, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to do the royal icing recipe, and now let's begin. So for one recipe you need 2 large egg whites and 330 grams of icing sugar. But because I'm making 2 recipes, I've used 4 large egg whites. And you just want to separate the egg yolks and then put your egg whites in your mixer. And I'm just going to put that on a paper towel. And start adding your icing sugar, sifted, in a cup at a time. So you want 330 grams of sifted icing sugar, and then you just want to stir that in a cupful at a time. And you want to really give it a good mix so it's combined with the egg whites. There's a trick to this, and I'll tell you that once we get to it. So keep adding a cupful at a time and then give it a quick mix. Don't be put off by it at this stage. And you could probably see that it's now changing the texture of it. It started to get more combined. There's a few lumps here and there, but they will get blended in, mixed in when you put the mixer on. And if you can see, it's still a bit runny when it falls off the spoon. The trick is to put enough icing in so it falls thickly from the spoon and not runny. And that's when you want to stop adding any more icing sugar and you want to put your mixer on. So at the moment we've not reached that stage. And now it's getting combined even better. There we go. Can you see how it's still runny? So keep adding a cupful. I'm now going to take you over to my buffalo mixer and then we can get started with whipping it up. So this baby is my buffalo mixer. It's absolutely huge. And then you just push that back, secure that in place, and then pull the lever up, cover it, and you want to first start off mixing on the lower setting. just to give it a quick mix. And then you want to put it on the second medium or high setting and whisk it for a further 10 minutes until stiff peaks. 10 minutes. And I'll show you what that looks like as well. Don't know if you can see. That's getting whisked up nicely. So it's now been 7 to 8 minutes and I'm just going to stop it and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's nice and fluffy at the moment. A couple of more minutes of the whisking and then it'll be ready. So it's now been 10 minutes and I've literally just picked it up and scraped the bowl and it's now ready. Another great tip is to tip it over your head and see that it doesn't move from its position, or this is the texture you're looking for. It's nice and fluffy and airy, and this is perfect for your piping consistency. And you can further have it a little bit runny by using some water or egg whites if you prefer, and use it for the flooding technique for your cookies. This consistency is absolutely perfect if you're looking to pipe, but if you're looking to flood and then you want to use water to thin it down even more, or egg whites. But with egg whites, if you're going to use egg whites, then you need to be able to work a little bit quicker because egg whites dry in a couple of seconds. So with egg whites, you definitely want to work a little bit faster. And now let's move on to recipe number 2.